I'm at this church right here. We gonna see if the pastor come out and talk to a disabled person about not being discriminated anymore. You know, 3 strikes and you out, but you know, everybody needs a second chance. Even I do as a disabled man. I want the powers to be because if I want to donate, give, and love on this church again, I need some other understanding where I don't be discriminated no more because it's a crime being discriminated. What's up? That nice hat. Where you get them nice hats at? Huh? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. The congregation going in. You know, I'm scared. You know, I'm real scared of this church. I'm real scared of this church. And it just ain't fair. You can't bring no fluids in. You know what I'm saying? I'm scared to bring my medicine in. I'm scared to eat. I'm scared of everything. Security, can you go get your pastor for 2 minutes? I'm asking. Because y'all don't have a main number, y'all don't have a main email, and I don't know how to get in touch with her. And what is the right time if she's not available here throughout the day? Because if you got an office number, then I'll make an appointment. But if you don't got an office number, I can't do nothing about what I'm trying to do now. Okay, no problem. You know, I'll try to get her out of trouble. Congregation gonna get her back in trouble. So county commissioners. She gonna be like, damn, how these and how this happened and why this happened to me. People don't know me. Look down, judge what they don't know. You know, I'm a little nobody. I'm a little nobody. That's what people make me feel like, man, I'm scared of this individual church congregation. I can't get no help up in this church. Up in this church. I can't get no help. No help. I'm scared to even be on the premises. That's how frightened and disrespected I am. And it's 3 minutes out of the whole thing. And you can't talk to our pastor. You can't talk to our... you can't talk. You can't talk. You can't talk. And you can't talk. You can't mess with her. We not gonna disturb her. Boy, boy, boy. Boy, boy, boy. can't talk to a leader. You can't talk to a leader. Go somewhere else. Ooh, I was really dry. Ooh. I'm still in your church. And before I come back, I need to know if I'm not going to ever be discriminated again. The law states that I can bring water if I'm disabled. If I got paperwork to show her, and if it needs to be necessary on me to allow everybody else to know, I just don't want to be discriminated by my paperwork or what I bring with me to exercise my right to live or to function as a disabled. Well,
and let's also talk about what you said the other time. Amen. It's talking about the wrath of God comes in. If something happens with you in church and that you pray that everybody is there. That's like, to me, that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. Because now you're praying for people to be injured, praying for miracles to come on people. And that's not what's done here. That's not what's taught here, man. So that's magic. And I've been thinking about that since you said that.
Because do me and you have to really figure out to really come at a question that we both can understand each other, because you said that was off balance to you. And I was just telling you how I was minting and how I was interact so many times and what do I supposed to do. I asked you plenty of times what would be a little bit better of me getting around all this, or how do I supposed to treat these unknown people to me that unknown to my fact of my helpful ways of living or prospering, being safe in any place. Because stress can kill me, number one. And I don't know about everybody else, but I don't stress people to kill them. I have to have things with me.
Well,
because
what are you talking about right now, man?
I'm talking about
what you
just
said
how
the
the
other day.
whole thing.
I'm talking about what you said
I'm
the
talking
other
about
day.
the whole thing.
So the other day when you mentioned that,
I'm
that's
talking about the
out of
whole
order,
thing.
man. That's out of order. That's not praying against somebody.
Okay.
It's witchcraft.
That's what you say.
No, that's scripture.
That's just like your pastor said, if anybody go against my family, I'm going to be this type of way to them. That's saying the same thing what I'm saying.
No.
I just pray about it. I don't attack nobody. I don't harm
pray for harm to come to people is what you were saying.
If harm is coming to me, why would I wish something if no harm is coming to me about anybody?
No harm is coming to you. You said if you leave a church, then the wrath of God comes because you're going to pray against everybody.
If I feel that I've been harmed, I told you that.
You're going to pray against everybody.
If I feel harmed.
Well, that's me too, because I'm in this church.
But everybody need a second chance. But you the one that invited me. You the nicest person out of this.
But that's out of order.
I never met your pastor first.
That's out of order. I understand. We're not talking about that. We're talking about what you said, man.
That's okay.
And that's out of order.
That's okay. Everybody need a second chance.
That's not.
I didn't say that I was threatening anybody.
That's how it came out to me.
Why?
That's how I took it.
But I'm just saying why.
Like you threatening the church, like, okay, I'm going to pray against the church. That's what you said. And unless you can say something a different way.
I'm not First Amendment right out of the Constitution to speak.
Nobody said that you couldn't speak.
Something.
I didn't say
praying and speaking.
I'm saying how you said it was threat.
So you don't like my deliverance.
I don't like how you threatened the church.
You don't like my deliverance. That's all. You didn't like my deliverance. That's okay. That's okay. If I made a mistake in front of you, like I said, use the nicest person that gave me the right to come in your church. However, you was not the minister or you was the minister, or the bodyguard, however, the security top person. You could have been the pastor. All I knew, you get what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, by you inviting me in with your nice attitude,
Yes.
I became function to come in here peacefully because I got some peaceful greetings.
Yes.
But I can't overwhelm myself to not be a human, or I can't be everybody else robot to place on what they think I should do as a living child of God that's going through real powers of disableness. I can't fit mine into their life, or I gotta understand their life to fit mine in. No, that don't go that way. It's neutral with me. Neutral respect, neutral offerings, neutral niceness, neutral caring and being kind. Because of you, not nobody else. Not nobody else. You matter. That's why I brought it to you again. Because remember you said back then when we was walking, if I was here, none of that wouldn't happen. So I came to you venting and telling you how I feel or how it was coming off wrongfully to me. And so I was venting to you. That don't mean that I'm actually going to do that, but I still want some understanding because I'm scared of your church now. And when I get scared, me and my compatriots like to group up and talk about how can we get order, how can we study, how can we get to know this one lady that's supposed to be the head over this church. How can we do this without being offensive or being harmful? Because I come in peace. I don't come to nobody church directing order. That's not my kind of stilo. All I do is speak up for myself literally out in these streets and literally to all type of people. Business wise, political wise, or non-profit or organization wise. I'm not scared of nobody, but I'm scared of people that don't know me. And I don't know them, so I'm not gonna fence myself to be over demanding, over controlling, and over, like you said, deliverance of you thinking I'm gonna threaten them to their unbelief. That's what I said. If you heard the whole question, it was that I can't pray about doing harm and asking God to do something to them because they're doing harm to me that I'm not asking them to do because I never did nothing touchable, nothing belittleable out of my mouth being abusive. I feel some type of way when I can't have a disabled moment and somebody not treating me like I'm not that. I feel like when people is having a disabled moment, don't they go to the hospital and cry to the nurses? Don't they cry to the doctors? Don't they go to urgent care and need somebody help? I can't get that same respect out of people here. I
How so?
know the rules, so why would I not apply the rules?
Okay,
It's disrespectful when I can read and don't need nobody to read for me. It's disrespectful that I can't bring fluids in when my doctor say you need fluids because I'm having disabled moments. I could be diabetes, my sickle cell. Why do I gotta prove to everybody that I'm sick? Because I look normal to their child or their man or their uncle or their brother? No, I'm
all
not
they
like
did
that.
was ask you to not drink in the sanctuary. That's all they were doing.
I had to if I'm having a disabled moment. And like I was explaining to the lady, first of all, she never told me that. I was joking with her. I said, ma'am, do you drink sparkling water like this? She said, well, you better not drink. And this is what she said, you better not drink that in the sanctuary. I said, ma'am, I know that.
And I
I
asked you
got
who
that.
it was,
I
and you
got
wouldn't
that.
let me know who it
No,
was.
because I brought it to you to
Right.
make you
Right. And
not because I
that's
don't
why
know all these people. I don't know them by name. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna be so critical. Oh yeah. Oh, man. I don't know why people are intimidated by me, man. Maybe it's my spirit. So they
Watch yourself.
they feel they kind of and non breathing with themselves. I don't know why people don't like it. Yeah, I don't know why people don't like it. I know your pastor with these sheriffs and everybody does political. I just don't want to step on nobody's toe. I'd rather do it in-house.
Well,
Can I tell you who I am in real life? I'm a season shopper for the disabled people. Michigan Disabled Act.
okay.
I'm an advocate. And if I was at work right now, facts in a person would have been getting the paperwork from me because I bring it to their awareness that I was around, that I visualized that this not a good community or a good business or a good service to the public that deals with, these type of members, these type of veterans, these type of people. And then we got multiple plates. And I came in, you didn't even know I was there. Because I dress down, I don't dress up. And I do things in secret. But when I want to donate or when I want to be myself, when I just come and comfortable, visit and try to be norm and not just be humiliated because people don't know me. And they judge by what they see and not what they know. No, it's unfair to me. Just want to understand if I can email or call to make an appointment. That's all I wanted today. Is the pastor okay? Because she got my business card. I ain't got her.
I'll let her know that she was asking about that. And,
Yeah, because I don't want to step on nobody's toes or be rude and disrespectful. I would rather have a one-on-one, very calm and collective and professional conversation to let her know what and how I don't feel no more and how I am a little bit more timid and scared. Because I gave this church 3 tries. I only give one business 1 try.
one-on-one. understand.
No.
No one was discriminating you against being disabled.
I don't want to bring my water to get the wrong attention. You see I'm not with my water today, right?
Because you weren't discriminated on due to disability.
That's your
I mean,
that's
even
your
the
offense
first, even
to
the
talk.
first day, nobody even knew you were disabled.
He ain't got to. I'm not gonna show it all the time. I'm not gonna mention. I'm not gonna represent
So,
that.
yeah, but how can you be disabled? I
Mhm.
mean, I'm saying discriminated upon
Mhm.
due to being disabled.
Mhm.
You didn't even knew you were disabled.
Mhm.
Discriminate you on purpose.
Mhm. Mhm. What about the second time?
Still,
Yes, it had. You wasn't here.
I know, but I know what happened on there, and that had nothing to do with disability.
Yes, it is. It says, follow the procedure of getting in that line and not being right here when I was having a disabled moment. And I had a disabled moment because on these pictures, I'm gonna show you. It's nothing to show nobody. But a lot of people don't know when my back gives out on me, it gives out on me. I don't have no control over my body. My body is put together now. I had a little bit more control than others having over my case of study. Most people don't know I got half of a spine with screws and rides. Half of a spine, I ain't got my spine no more. And I got scoliosis. Half of a spine. From L3 all the way to my bone, as they call it, the tail bone. Gone. Gone. Nothing there. So am I going to act like I'm supposed to be suffer? Act like I'm supposed to be crunched over? No. It's called exercise, be practice, be things that's going to justify to your health. Because when you ain't got nobody there, you got to help yourself.
Like I said, I'm gonna talk with her and let her know that you was here asking. I definitely gotta get on my assignment.
Amen. It's almost about to be free. I got it. Yeah. Yep. Tell her she got 80 hours to respect her. You got my business card? I am. Tell her she got 80 hours. That's 4 more business days.